Peacemaker Season 1 Recap. Honestly, before the Peacemaker series came out, most people didn't even know who he was, but after the show, everyone became his fan, and now with Peacemaker Season 2 on the way, I thought, why not give you a recap of Season 1? In today's video, I'll walk you through the entire first season of Peacemaker. Let's start without wasting any time. Show's main characters: Christopher Smith, aka Peacemaker, played by John Cena; Amelia Harcourt, played by Jennifer Holland; Leota Adebayo, played by Danielle Brooks; John Economos, played by Steve Agee; Clemson Mern, played by Chukwudi Luwuji. Episode 1 is a whole new world. After the events of the Suicide Squad, Christopher Smith, also known as Peacemaker, is recovering in the hospital. 5 months later, he's discharged. Surprisingly, he's not taken back to Belle Reve Prison. Instead, he heads home to his trailer in Evergreen. But before he can relax, a new team shows up, led by Clemson Mern. His team includes Leota Adebayo, Argus agents Amelia Harcourt, and John Economos. They give Peacemaker two options: either go back to prison or join their new mission called Project Butterfly, ordered by Amanda Waller herself. Peacemaker reluctantly agrees. Mern warns him that if he tries to run, the bomb planted inside him will go off. Before starting the mission, Peacemaker visits his father, Augie Smith, to pick up his pet eagle, Eagly, along with a new suit and helmet. Later, the team briefs him about their mission, a list of dangerous targets they must eliminate. At a bar, Peacemaker awkwardly tries flirting with Harcourt, but she rejects him. Instead, he ends up with another woman, Annie Sturphausen. But suddenly, Annie attacks him with superhuman strength. Peacemaker barely survives by activating his helmet's sonic boom feature, killing her instantly. Episode 2, Best Friends for Never. Police arrive, Detective Sophie Song and Officer Larry Fitzgibbon investigating the blast caused by Peacemaker's helmet. Meanwhile, Peacemaker finds an alien-looking device among Annie's things and takes it with him. But his carelessness leaves behind clues, including his car. To cover it up, Economos changes the car registration and fingerprints, framing Peacemaker's father, Augie, instead. Augie is arrested and sent to prison, where other inmates salute him as the infamous White Dragon. Peacemaker, shaken and guilty, returns to his trailer. He's haunted by the fact that he killed Rick Flag in the Suicide Squad. Just then, a new masked vigilante shows up, his eccentric neighbor Adrian Chase, aka Vigilante, who wants to be his partner in crime fighting. Episode 3, Better Goff Dead. The team's next mission: assassinate US Senator Royland Goff, suspected of being a butterfly. If his wife and kids are infected too, they must also be killed. Peacemaker hesitates. He can't bring himself to shoot children. Vigilante, however, has no problem pulling the trigger, but things spiral out of control when Goff's bodyguard, Judo Master, attacks. Harcourt and Vigilante are captured, while Peacemaker is tortured. Eventually, Harcourt and Adebayo rescue them, and Peacemaker kills Senator Goff, revealing a butterfly alien crawling out of his body. Episode 4, The Chode Less Traveled. Peacemaker secretly keeps the butterfly alive in a jar instead of killing it. Meanwhile, Adebayo struggles with guilt because Amanda Waller, her mother, ordered her to secretly plant a diary in Peacemaker's home to frame him later. Augie, furious about being set up, vows revenge on his son. In this episode, we also watch Peacemaker's troubled childhood and his father's abusive influence, revealing layers of his pain and inner conflict between the killer soldier he was raised to be and the more human side he is beginning to discover. Finally, the biggest twist of this episode comes at the end. It's revealed that Mern himself is secretly a butterfly, raising shocking questions about his true motives and loyalty. Episode 5, Monkey Dory. The team raids a bottling factory producing butterfly food. Using his X-ray vision helmet, Peacemaker sees which humans are infected and kills them. Suddenly, a butterfly-controlled gorilla attacks, but Economos surprisingly kills it with a chainsaw, earning Peacemaker's respect. Meanwhile, Detective Song grows suspicious about Augie being framed. She pushes for Peacemaker's arrest, but her corrupt boss, Captain Locke, secretly a butterfly, blocks her. As the mission continues, the team finally starts bonding, with Peacemaker, Vigilante, Harcourt, Adebayo, and Economos feeling more like a real unit. But at the end, the biggest reveal comes. Adebayo tries on Peacemaker's X-ray vision helmet and shockingly discovers that Mern is secretly a butterfly, leaving her terrified and raising major questions about his true intentions. Episode 6, Mern After Reading. Detective Song finally arrests Peacemaker, but before she can interrogate him, the Goth butterfly escapes its jar and enters her body, turning her into the new butterfly leader. Meanwhile, Adebayo discovers that Myrn himself is a butterfly, but one who is against his own kind. He reveals that butterflies invaded Earth after their home planet was destroyed, but he disagrees with their violent methods. Augie is released from prison and fully embraces his identity as the White Dragon, vowing to kill his own son. In the ending, the newly possessed Detective Song, now controlled by Goth, leads a massive army of butterflies to take over a police station and control its officers, creating an unstoppable force and setting the stage for all-out war. Episode 7, Stop Dragging My Heart Around. The episode begins with a flashback from Peacemaker's childhood, showing the tragic moment when he accidentally killed his brother during a fight that their father, Augie, forced them into. This painful memory reveals the root of Peacemaker's lifelong guilt and trauma. In the present, Augie dons his white dragon armor and rallies his followers to kill Peacemaker. In the ensuing battle, Vigilante disables Augie's suit, and Peacemaker finally confronts his abusive father, shooting him dead after years of torment. Meanwhile, the butterflies kill Myrn, leaving the team shaken. Harcourt reluctantly steps up as their new leader to guide the mission forward. Episode 8, It's Cow or Never. The team launches their final mission, kill the butterfly's cow, a giant alien creature that produces their food supply. Using Peacemaker's helmets, they attack the base. Harcourt is severely injured, Vigilante is wounded, and Adebayo nearly dies. Detective Song pleads with Peacemaker, saying the butterflies only want to protect Earth from humanity's self-destruction. For a moment, Peacemaker is tempted, but ultimately he chooses free will over control. He uses his torpedo helmet to destroy the cow, ending the butterfly invasion. At the hospital, Harcourt slowly recovers. Vigilante jokes despite his injuries, and Adebayo clears Peacemaker's name by exposing Amanda Waller and Task Force X to the media. Finally, Peacemaker sits at home with Eagly by his side. The Goth butterfly, now dying, visits him one last time. Peacemaker quietly feeds it the last drop of butterfly food, showing his compassion. But in his mind, he still sees visions of his abusive father, reminding us that some battles never truly end. So that was the full recap of Peacemaker Season 1. Tell me your theories about Season 2 in the comments. If you enjoyed this recap, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Bye-bye.